Hello, everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Hacknet. This is my first episode of a new day, so I'm a little bit less in context. I don't remember exactly what all we were doing. I see, though, that we've recently finished this through the spyglass thing, which was the one where we were trying to figure out the password for a thing. Yeah, okay. We also did Nikes' thing, although we couldn't get him to actually appreciate it, right? Instructions, replace it. Yeah, we did that though, and he doesn't approve, or he didn't respond to our email. We even said to him exactly what we did. Oh right, we can't send the email for some reason. Well, I don't know. So okay, we'll just have to do without him. Where again is the CSEC thing? Congratulations, CSEC. Yes, it's over here. So I think we're just next thing to do is go log in, get a new contract, and that's about all we have at the moment. Why is it like kind of hard to read? There's more stuff behind this or something. If I go back, I don't know. It seems like just a very poor font choice or something. Investigate a medical record. Get a copy of someone's medical record to settle an argument. Sure. Whew, that's loud. I don't know why I have the sound turned on in this game anyway. You guys can't hear it. Oh, which reminds me, I should turn off this thing in the bottom left that is just like a sound equalizer for fun, or visualizer or something. It's not really that productive. Okay, so anyway, let's go check out Rod of Asclepius? Someone may or may not have gotten involved in a bit of an internet shout-off with someone who's posting... What is this? Clearly photoshopped pictures of, it doesn't really matter. Look, I need a legit medical record of this guy to settle it all in dramatic fashion. I'd get it myself, but I made those intentions pretty clear, and you know how the CSEC is with stuff like that. No, I don't, actually. Anyway, can you help me out? His name is Jonas Sandberg. The medical database has a tool to send records to people. Could you send a copy to gila@gmail.com? Okay. So, notes. Is this useful? Okay, yes, perfect. That's the note I was about to make myself to remember what's going on. So here's this place with medical records, I guess. Exit database view? Interesting. All right, so we can view the database somehow, but all right, let's just see what we can do to this thing with Nmap. Proxies and firewall, and needs 4 things. So we've got these 4 we can crack it with. Let's close notes. I can run it again and get it back, right? Yes, okay. That's different from deleting a note. So I want a few shells going to proxy all this stuff. I don't know. 3 seems pretty good. Let's get a 4th. And I don't know whether the proxying or the firewall analysis is going to take longer. I guess we'll start both at the same time. Oh, they don't seem to mind. Anal, yeah, no, not exactly what we were looking for. Oh, is it just medical? Yeah, solve medical. Too few characters. Medicate. Okay, cool. So now we can start up the SQL injector thing on 1433 and like SSH on 22. Target port is closed. Oh, we don't have that one. FTP, right. SMTP on 25 as soon as we have room. There we go. Web server worm on 80 when we have space. You'd think these guys would have a tracer. Seems like an important service to protect. And that certainly would have made it more difficult. A lot of cracking to do after figuring out the password and bypassing the proxy. Oops. Okay, so let's see. Information, database, search. All right, let's look at the info, see what that's all about. Oh gosh, that's small. Okay, it seems unimportant though. Random entry, sure. Let's look one up at random. Morgan Harris. Date of birth, 1989, age 27. Okay, cool. Allergies, height, prescriptions. This person's never been to the doctor, but they're allergic to cats and garlic. Okay. Fine. So let's search for an entry then. Patient name is Sandberg Jonas. Huh, all right, well. Search. I'll just try typing in the name, I guess. Jonas Sandberg. I thought that I would be searching by the as it's actually displayed here, but apparently not. Anyway, this person has 2 prescriptions: albendazole and ivermectin. Recorded visits. Patient has testicular elephantitis. Swelling is incredibly noticeable. It's manageable. Okay, well, sure. Here you go. Let me send it to Gila at Gmail. Gosh dang it, at gmail.com. Search? Shouldn't have been a search, it should be send, but okay. Complete. Great, we did it. We could even send it to ourselves if we wanted, I suppose, but there's no real need. Now let's look around. Okay, so that's, I assume, the stuff that was displayed earlier? Yes, okay. Anything in bin? No, okay. And medical is all their like database setup stuff. Oh, there's a whole bunch of records. So we could, that's interesting. No, so there's no record for us in the database. I guess we've never been to the doctor. We could delete all these records, but that doesn't seem very polite. We could fabricate records if we needed to, or edit records, but at the moment it seems like that's not going to be necessary. Okay, contact was successful, and we got a legit thing. Okay, this person seems surprised. Don't know what to believe. Okay, sure. Client has reported success. We're at rank 70. Alright, well, let's go grab a new mission then. Oh, that's the medical database. Here's CSEC. Teach an old dog new tricks. Remove a fabricated death row record. This is a cleanup job to remove some false information a hacker planted in the death row database. For unknown reasons, a false, duplicated record has been added to the death row records, likely as some sort of identity theft or grieving plan. We would like to remove. We would like this false record removed. So A, I'm a little bit suspicious. I suspect that that's in fact a perfectly real record and not a false one at all. And we're trying to save someone from getting murdered or something. I don't know. Or, well, a criminal would like themselves removed from the death row database. But okay, sure. The first thing I want to do is look around, because I remember I downloaded something to do with this database and saved some information about it. Right, well, let's start removing some junk we don't need. Test file, entropy induction test. Remove this thing about how someone broke into our system. 11 herbs and spices. Sure, don't need that. Why is that file about connection routed like not be able to be deleted? We don't need the media kit. Part 1. Part 2 of the seasoning thing. Template is useful. That we actually want, I remember. Encrypt source dot deck and dot text. Oh, dot CS, that's what it was. And we'll remove CSEC encoding thing and this log that has the password for a file. There's this template. Okay. And file naming scheme, is that? Yeah, so this is the death row database file naming scheme. So if we want to add things, this is how we would do it. But it looks like we actually flag the file as active to cat it. Okay, so that's how you can run replace without giving it a file name. Is if you're viewing the file, you can run replace on it. Okay. Okay, fine. So let's go accept this mission. And we only need this complicated information if we're going to be modifying records. If we just want to delete one, it should be relatively straightforward. Imposters on death row. This contract has been added by an anonymous CSEC member, though it may be possible to discern the sponsor's identity through this contract. CSEC requests that, as always, you respect the privacy and anonymity of its members by not doing so. The death row record for Joseph Fellman is a duplicate of Alva Curry's record, which is clearly the original. Delete the Joseph Feldman record from the database. Its presence there not only presents a risk to any and all real Joseph Feldman, but is also an insult to the original statement made by Mr. Curry. What original statement? Maybe we'll find out in the database. Okay. Well. This database exists to preserve and curate details of the executed offenders. Oh, I see. Including their final statements. Okay. So this is not about who is going to be murdered. I keep saying murdered, executed, but people who have been executed. And it's got statistics. Huh. Okay. Fine. Let's see what's going on. 3 ports, all of which we are able to break. And a firewall. All right. Let's get going. A-S-A-N, no, A-H? A-H-S-U-N-Y-A? Solve A-H-S-U-N-Y-A-G. Yep, alright. Web server worm onto 80, please. FTP on 21. And we'll have SQL Server ready on 1433 when something is done. Close it. No, well, all right. Didn't have enough space. I thought of closing the proxies. Should have done it earlier. Okay, let's run a port hack here as soon as that's available. Very good. I guess we'll want to look around as soon as we're in. CD into this database here. Records. And we're looking for Feldman Joseph. No, that's not right. Feldman Douglas? Oh, Fellman. Fellman Joseph. Well, actually, you know what? Before we remove it, let's read it. Let's actually copy it. And also this Curry person? Sure. And then let's delete it. So here's the server details. Is this important? No. That's just what's being displayed. Anything in bin? No. Home? Secure? That's interesting. Protected folder. Oh, this is... Okay, it's going to be some joke about where someone's keeping all their porn on the death row database. You don't need to read that. Alright, see you later. So now, let's have a look at these files we downloaded just for fun. Why do we still have this seasoning stuff? Not found. Oh, I had the tab completed, I see. I forgot it didn't end with just the two. Alright. Still not seeming to be able to delete that file. Don't know what that's about. But okay, here's this Curry Alva thing. So what is this? Alva Curry, I pray with the help of God that you will forgive me for the pain I caused. Very sorry. Sure. And Mr. Fellman had the same thing to say. Okay. Well, that all happened and went out reasonably all right. Contract successful, very good. We're at rank 60. Let's go get another contract here. Yeah, it's this episode is not too long yet. Wipe clean an academic record. Sure. Oh, add a death row record for family members. So we knew how to do that, but let's do this one first. Learn some new things. A CSEC member that wishes to remain anonymous needs a small job done. They are unable to complete this themselves for anonymity and motive-proofing reasons. What? Motive-proofing? All right. A former employer has continued to underpay and generally enforce money-saving but employee welfare compromising practices on all his employees for some time. This agent was like his academic record, wiped clean, removed. Wiped clean, removed, as part of a side project to correct his wrongs. I don't understand what we're even... Like, obviously, we just want to go, like, delete a file somewhere, but I don't understand the justification that they're trying to tell me about. Former employer wipe his academic record? I guess so there's a guy who owns a business or something, and he's not paying people enough, and so we want to go delete his college degree? I don't know. I imagined it would be like someone who was in trouble at school and wanted some A's, but... Okay, this contract has been added. Yes, yes, yes. Important, remember to clear your tracks. International institutes rely on their reputation, and they won't appreciate it if you mess things up for them. All right. Fine. So here's the contact we want to do stuff to, Jacob Stevens. And here's where we want to do it. And they're reminding us to be extra careful. So what I'm going to do is run a trap on my own machine, I guess. Hopefully I don't have to break through any proxies and I can delete the other traps. because we're using up quite a bit of memory on just shells right now. Yeah, I can close the other shells. All right, so obviously just deleting my logs, like, hopefully will be good enough, but I don't want to take that risk. I'm going to keep a shell open locally that I can trigger in case there's some intrusion, I guess. But I don't need the notes open right now. I can reopen it later with just notes, and there's the note. See? Okay. Jacob Stevens. So what we want to do is get started analyzing. Academic? Okay, solve academic. Web server onto port 80, please. FTP on 21. Can we get SQL onto 1433? I assume no. Or SMTP on... no. Well, we'll just have to wait for these then. But we should have plenty of time. Uh-oh, we can't fit the SMTP overflow together with this and our probe, or our... Alright, well, we should be... okay, so this is going pretty fast. Well, let's reopen our notes here. Have an LS ready for once we're in. CD into academic data, look around. Cat admin? What's this all about? If you are logged out, remember the password is tectonic. Okay, that's cool to know. Cat info. Alright, doesn't seem that very interesting. CD entry cache RM. Oh, Jacob Stevens right at the beginning. And CD into the logs, remove all those. Let's look around while we're here, I suppose. Anything in home? No. Bin? No. Okay, well, let's get back to the academic data and look around, I guess. So was there anything in here? This is just users. Okay, so we don't need that. So what's this info all about? Okay. Let's copy both of these, I suppose. Info and admin. And go remove the logs that we did that as well. This way we have the password if we need it later, I suppose. So do I have maker academic? Can I do that? No. So I have misc and stash, but I can't make any more directories, which is a little bit annoying. Well, we'll remove the Fellman thing, and we don't. These turned out not to be interesting, but you know, that's life. Cat info. So info was not very interesting, right? Oh, well, it has the database. We can mail an admin for some reason if we wanted to. Although actually, I don't think we have a way to compose email. Come to think of it. So let's just remove that as well, I guess. It occurs to me we could replace the email address just to let them know they've been hacked. If you want to be recognized, please email dix@mail.academic.org. But that doesn't seem necessary. So the admin one, the password is tectonic. So I'm kind of interested in just seeing what I can find out from that. Oh wait, that's the wrong. Where's the international database? Oh, never mind. I don't want to log into that. Get out of here. Login? Oh, we have it. We didn't need to save this note. So now we're actually the admin, semi-legitimately, and we could take our time if we wanted to. but there's no real need. I don't know. We could go see what these records are like. We didn't even read them. So what's Jane Halliday's? Just okay. It's just a degree. All right. Fine. So that should do it for that contract. Contract successful, of course. Our contracts are always successful. And we should be able to cram one more in this episode. Why not? Investigate a seasick member's disappearance. No, I want some more practice missions first. Check out a suspicious... Oops. Well, alright, I clicked on this instead. Ah, someone wants a degree. Okay, so this is the opposite of what we just did. And since we have admin, we can do it without any real timing issues. So that'll be nice. It's good to have friends in high places in digital security companies, especially friends that know nothing about computer security. One such very friendly individual has recently been contacted by an agent, and we need a small show of power to win him over. We'd like you to give him a new degree from his local university in Manchester. So here's the details of what information we want. Of course, remember to clear your tracks. Very good. Give him a GPA of at least 3. Okay, sounds good. Shouldn't be too hard, since we already own this server. How exactly do we want to do this? I guess we want to... Oh, John Stalvern is also at the top of this file. Oh, look, it's David Latrobe. You guys remember him? He's the CEO of that other company. What's his deal? The CEO of that company, Bachelor of Commerce, GPA of 2.3. Oh, man. I can't help myself. There we go. Lower his GPA to a 1.4. What a jerk, right? We'll also... University of Texas. Where would he not like to have gone? What is a stereotype about Texans? What don't they like? Liberals? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anything. Let's send it to someplace in Japan. Texas, Japan. I don't know. I'm sure University of Japan is very prestigious, but I don't know anything about it. Okay, cool. So he failed out of school in Japan. What a jerk. All right. Back to our real job. So how about this John Stalverson person? So I'm not sure how to add content to a file, right? I can change it. I can change marketing to security if we wanted, I guess. But we were supposed to give him a new one, right? I don't know. Let's try just replace marketing with security. See if that's good enough. Maybe I should have given him a 4.0, but I didn't. Good enough, I guess. Okay, well, I think that is probably plenty of stuff to do for this episode. In the next episode, we'll probably just do a few more contracts and then maybe try out this story, what looks like a story mission. So, hope you guys have enjoyed our time with CSEC here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.